We're back at it. It is Friday.
We are recording this on Friday.
We are recording this on Friday. Thank you for noticing my purple shirt.
I love it.
I'm not a purple guy, but I think I'm busting out of my mold. It was part of my diet plan previously. It was my
purple shirt was part of your diet plan?
No. My previous diet plan was black clothing because it makes you a lot slender. And I felt uncomfortable with loud clothing. I went through a phase of my it was never a phase. It's part of my life. But I think I went through a phase of clothing that was different than other people. When I was younger, I wanted to not stand out, but make I don't know what the point was, but I had pins in my shirt, Club Monaco, ripped jeans. I tie-dyed them, like tie-dyed my jeans. And then I came to Ottawa and it was very different. It was, Ottawa and the suburbs and all the kids and their clean haircuts and their hockey. I was like, yeah, wow, do I ever stand out? Oh, I had long hair at the time. There was like literally two people in our school with long hair. And yeah.
Guys, you mean?
Two guys, yeah. Sorry, not two people.
So you were a little bit of you were trying to fit in with the metal kids back in Sudbury. No. And when you came to Ottawa, you were in Suburbia.
It was not metal.
So you changed.
It was more punk, more of that punk rock, more of the punk rock life.
The music you weren't allowed to listen to.
Yeah, I didn't really get into that music, nor do I appreciate it. But it was like more of it was a trend that I kind of liked. But then, like I'm not one to stand out in a crowd, but at the same time not shrink back. So purple is a little bit out of my
I like it.
trending purple. Did you did fun stuff? You dyed your hair? Like I used to dye my hair too.
Get the dog.
Get the dog.
Good morning. What was your most extreme
style
phase?
You had nice style though. You were a nice style.
I don't think I really ever really had a style. I just kind of wore.
But that's a style. You just wore beauty.
Yeah.
And your hair. Yeah, you had a beautiful style.
So what are you looking forward to this weekend?
This weekend?
Do you have a highlight that have you thought about?
There's a funeral.
Something. Yeah,
that's not good. I have a confessional life group breakfast. I have prep for some.
Okay, that's really the question. I did not ask you about all your tasks this weekend. Did you want to know all his tasks?
Right now, I'm looking forward to nothing this weekend.
I'll give you another task since you're talking about tasks. We're gonna cut the dog's nails. If you hear that in the background, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do our reading today? It is the 31st of March. Tomorrow's April. Just so you don't need
April
to say
the 1st. Are you a April Fool? Is that what you call them? People that hack tricks on people?
An April Fooler?
An April Fooler.
I don't know.
Are you an April Fooler? You are not an April Fooler, nor do you like to be fooled. And so my heart is not motivated
to tasks, your ways of fooling people are usually not. Sorry, I don't want to get into this.
Should I get a good fool tomorrow?
No.
Maybe Monday people will wake up to our video and I'll be able to tell how I fooled
you.
I'm not good at it. There are some people that are born to mess with people.
Yeah.
They're beyond what
I think if it's going to be like funny, fine.
Like a surprise.
But let me just tell you right now, not one single person needs to pretend that they're pregnant. Not funny. Not funny.
On the social media?
Why?
On the social media? Yeah. Oh, guess what? Yeah. No. I have a big announcement.
That is not an April Fool's joke.
Some people are clever though.
Actual devastating life event for many people. Not ever getting pregnant.
Oh, not okay.
It's not funny. It's just not funny.
But there are some people that are clever. There are some people that actually I'm like, oh wow, that like
some people are very clever.
They're so clever in such a little small time frame. Imagine the cleverosity.
Not a word.
No, I'm going to go pull that out in Scrabble next time we play. Cleverosity.
Keep
The
going.
cleverosity of people. Imagine their scope of it. If they're just pulling out a gem on once a year kind of thing, imagine what they're doing behind the scenes. Yeah. April Fools. I need some April Fools hints. Maybe. Okay, I got in real big trouble at camp because I went beyond what I should have done. I put cornflakes in all the leaders' sleeping bags, and yeah, I got in trouble. I got thrown in the water.
Who's your best April Fools?
Yeah, what's your best? Give me some ideas for Vicky. I want to April Fools her. Maybe
post them in the comments. Catch me by surprise.
Since I've been in the fellowship,
we're gonna do a reading today. Something thoughtful.
I'm going to. Something thoughtful. Since I've been in recovery, have I made a start towards being more unselfish?
You have.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Do I no longer want my own way in everything? Okay, the key word there is everything.
It's true. It's actually
when things go wrong and I can't have what I want, do I no longer sulk? Am I trying not to waste money on myself? Try. And does it make me happy to see my wife have enough money for herself and the children?
Yes, you do.
Yes, it does. That does. Am I trying to be all get and no give? Am I trying to be all get and no give? Here's our meditation. Each day is a day of progress. Steady progress forward. If you make it so, you may not see it, but God does. God does not judge by outward appearance. He judges by the heart. Let him see in your heart a simple desire always to do his will. Though you may feel that your work has been spoiled or tarnished, God sees it as an offering to him. When climbing up a steep hill, a man is more conscious of the weakness of his stumbling feet than of the view, the grandeur, or even the upward progress. Wow, that was a brilliant little yeah. So when there's pressure, when there's an uphill, I see how out of shape I actually am. And so when there's an opportunity to give and I don't, then yeah.
So when something bad happens, if there's a crisis, if there's, let's say, yesterday we talked about like not taking like being able to take judgment from other people or harsh criticism, like how do I respond? So those are all places where I see my progress.
Yeah. And yeah, where there's situations to cause me to be selfish, then I get to really see what and isn't that the root of all of our trouble? Is self-centeredness is the root, and that's really being fueled and driven by fear. And so my own selfishness, and I can see my progress in it. I get as we read that, I was like, yeah, sometimes I take a little suck attack. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, there's little tiny things that I do that are selfish, that I put me ahead of you. And so when I put it in this relationship, I think there is a lot of progress, but then there's, trying to blame you for not doing your part. And
I think we have to see it in every relationship, right?
Yeah.
And so it can be difficult to see when I am trying to get my own way. And I think that these are really great questions to actually do a check-in of like, how am I interacting with the world around me? At work, like in friendships, am I trying to take and am I going in to give? It's really quite.
One of our guiding principles, it says it's better to give than to receive. So am I in a position of giving? And then am I doing it out of God's will or my will? Because sometimes you can get in trouble for giving.
I like to be giving
Let me finish that because
Okay.
people
Sure.
might not understand that. But you can actually go to jail for giving. In politics, it's called bribery. so we have to be God directed in our giving, because we could still get in trouble. It could still be selfish.
In our giving.
Yeah, even though our motives are good, sometimes we can still go to prison. What were you going to say?
Giving or receiving. Even if you receive the bribe, you can still
Yeah,
go to
that's
that's
true.
where most politicians run into trouble, is receiving bribes. Yeah. What was I going to say? I don't remember.
Today I want to become less selfish. I know when I stay in bed too long, I become more selfish by the minute. And by the snooze button, I'm like,
Every snooze.
and then I'm just thinking about myself, and then my head goes, and I'm just like, get out of bed, John. Stop it. All right. Prayer for today as we go in this weekend. I pray that I may preserve in all good things. I pray that we may persevere in all good things. I pray that we may advance each day in spite of our stumbling feet. Amen.
Beautiful.
Have a great
What
weekend.
a beautiful prayer.
What a beautiful prayer. Looking forward to some April Fool's Day tricks, and we'll.
No, April Fool's is not about tricking. There's a difference between trickery.
Gots to go. Trickery.
See, this is the problem that I have.
Jen Coles will have some good tips. All right, bye.